nuts. God dang it. My GoPro didn't charge. I'm only halfway. Hopefully we won't need to do a whole bunch of interludes and in between videos. I can just show you the results of my fantasticalness and me just winning all day today. Because that's what we're going to try to do. We're heading to GALOT Motorsports Park in Dunn, formerly known as Dunn Benson Drag Strip. It's Dunn, North Carolina, for a little event put on by Michael Britt, or Marcus Britt, Michael Britt, Mr. Britt, call him that, called Street Invaders. Street Invaders class, 28 by 275 shootout, streetcar, 30-mile cruise, kind of like that kind of stuff. And you have to have an exhaust that comes out within 16 inches of the rear axle, which, if you know anything about Killface and you're following the channel, you know we are about that fender exit life. However, I'm bringing back the leg burner pipe. I put Scott's leg burn 4-inch exhaust that we ran on Drag Week in 2018 in the trailer. So if they want to cry about it, we can make something happen. But can somebody explain to me how the hell to navigate? Right 4 to left 7, back into right 4, flat out for 4.5 miles. That's like rally notes right there. And rallying would be probably way more flippin' fun than sitting in the staging lanes in a drag car and a 6-layer fire suit in 90-degree weather. But what do I know?
If anybody got helmet or helmet that you want to let somebody use, they need.
Oh man, all right. We have made it to GALOT Motorsports Park for the streetcar shootout. They said I didn't have a streetcar, so I made it a streetcar. Put the hater pipe on today, which is also the Scott from Drag Week leg burner. So we'll see how this thing does. I'm about to head up here for this. I was promised a 30-mile cruise. Now they're out here talking about 7 miles or some shit. Whatever, it is what it is. But this should be a good day to see what this Power Glide can do. The weather is it's a little balmy, a little hot, but I'm excited to be back out on the track with the crew. Say hi, crew. Hi. Nerds. Jesus. I gotta do everything around here. We're all stickered up. We're just waiting for the cruise to start. Sizing up the competition over here. Found my first victim, first round call out right here, Mr. Kennedy. He's getting his head cut off. I'm terribly sorry for what you're gonna witness happen to your husband, Miss Crystal, but today's the day he dies. Live on Clapped Out. You can see it right here on the internet for everybody to remember. No, I'm just kidding. So we got about 8 cars, I think. We're waiting for everybody to kind of show up. Competition's looking a little stiff over here, but all in all, should be a good day of racing. If we get 10 cars, minimum payout's $2 grand. It's not the love. It might be the most overused term since Send It, but it seems so fitting right now. Let's go! Come on, dude! Look at this! Ah! Thank you. I don't know who I'm thanking. I'm thanking everybody. Wife, friends, family, my kids. Just everyone. Just a good day. What a good day. Thank this fucking kid right here. Thank you. Yeah, thank him. Good. Guys, it is so hot. But safety third, I always say. Situation is this: the track is crazy sticky, but it is insanely hot. So we got the car turned up to what was good at Darlington back in December. It's not going to make that power. Plus, we're running it through a full 4-inch exhaust now, so who the hell knows what it's going to do, but the track looks like it's hooking, so we're going to get after it pretty aggressive, and it should take anything we throw at it. The only downside today is it's just brutally hot. You're going to hear me say that a million times. Look at this. I should have weighed myself before I came.
Yourself physically?
I should have actually weighed myself to see how much I'm gonna lose today.
Like 6 to 8 pounds.
I bet I get into the low 220s after today. I haven't been low 220s in years. Anyway, we're fucking racing. gonna be for all these street cars. Oh my God. Son. Let's get this time slip. Do a full. Sorry. I'm trying to mind my P's and Q's. Do a full recap on this thing. Whoo, son. What we got? 85. That was the left lane. Yeah, the fast one. Yes, sir. Still 142, 60 foot. Are you kidding me? That was a 536. 536. 536 with the wall. Well, I gotta find my piss. Woo! Oh, you. What are we working with here? Huh? What is this?
Solamente avanza la próxima ronda, Yamil. Estamos gozando.
This is our first round pairing. Street car versus street car. And the funny part is, these cars live about
Avanza la próxima ronda,
3 miles from each other. We could have just settled this on the street like men with street cars, but I don't street race. Did I just say I'm not a man? Forget everything. I'm gonna edit all that out. First round of the Street Invaders is about to go down out here at GALOT. Sounds like they had a car getting a little bit of loosey-goosey stuff out there. So the good part is, on paper, this should be an easy win. But I've been known to myself out of some pretty easy wins throughout these years. So I'm not gonna count my chickens or ducks before they hatch, or however that stupid phrase goes. So, here's to a safe pass. Let's haul ass. Yep. Okay, situation report. We finished the first round ahead of this guy, as you just saw. The car went 532 at 136 miles an hour. We think this exhaust might be choking it. Round two's coming up right now. Unfortunately, we drew our buddy Forrest Kennedy. So, hate to do it to you, but Scott from Drag Week is currently, that's his crotch, a bolt on the alternator bracket busted off in the block, and we're wondering why the belt was squeaking. Now we know why the belt is squeaking. So we're gonna try and fix it with zip ties, because that's all we have. All right, the finals for the Street Invader class. It's me versus that. Fox body on nitrous. And it's a street car class, so I'm a little confused when he said they had to charge their battery. But that car gets down. The last pass that I saw it do was a little concerning. It would have been a close race. They asked if we wanted to split. Usually I say no. I want to run it till the bitter end, but it's an $1,800 pot, and we decided to split it. 2 reasons. One, I've been battling this car all freaking day long, and it would be absolutely devastating and heartbreaking to go home completely empty-handed. I honestly didn't think I would come here with a shot. I knew I had a car that could do some stuff here, but I didn't think I'd actually. I thought I was gonna shoot myself in the fucking foot today, and we haven't. So we elected to put some cash in our pocket, but I'm still gonna let it eat. I'm gonna try to bust this dude's ass for the trophy and take home the win, and then let everybody know this is the baddest street car around. Here we go. So I'm sure there's gonna be a little bit more of a, I don't really know how to feel right now. I kind of dusted that guy. Here's my beef with this. I should be happy. I don't know why I'm complaining right now. So man, his tags were expired. His tags were expired. It's not even a real street car. His tags were expired. And he had it on the battery charger in the staging lanes. And you still got drugged by a car with a side pipe. Alrighty. The sunburn has subsided. I am rehydrated and the hardware is home with us. It's now Thursday. It's about 5 days after the race went down. And as you can see, Killface is not here in the shop. Killface is sitting in the trailer awaiting repairs. He's got his tongue hanging out at this point, really. Alternator bolt is broken off from the block. That happened in about second round. I'm not sure if that came through in the video or not. So that started shredding the belt. The vacuum pump wasn't working. Prior to that, the fan relay the bed, so the car overheated on the first test hit. It literally boiled over. By the time I realized it was 240 degrees. Insanity. So we got all that stuff worked out and fixed it all, and we persevered. And we split. We split the pot. It was $1,800, and I know there's a lot of people, Logan, that are like, why would you split? Screw it, take everybody's money. And there's a multitude of reasons as to why I decided to do it. One, it was an uphill battle all day with the car. Like, and anything can happen in racing. But uphill battle all day. The car's fighting us every step of the way. And I just looked at him like, this thing is barely hanging on. Like, the alternator is literally hanging on with zip ties. So if that decides to bed, then we go home with nothing. And I honestly thought the weather was rolling in and we were going to split anyway. I'm like, yeah, screw it. I'll be the sportsman. And I looked at Scott, who I rely, Scott from Drag Week. Sorry if you guys are confused about that. I looked at Scott and I said, you know, I really lean on him for advice in this racing because he's been doing it much, much longer than I have. And I looked over at him and he was giving me the nod like, yeah, that's a good idea. And the reason he was giving me the nod was I was accused kind of all day by more than a handful of people of showing up to an event and puppy kicking. I had the whole field covered by a couple 2-3 tenths, which at a 550 to low 5 level, like that's a few cars. It's a good margin. So he was thinking, we don't want to be a class killer. People are going to know if Rye shows up with Killface, he's going to go fast. He may dominate the class. So then nobody else is going to want to enter. But if Rye shows up with Killface and he's going to dominate the class, chances are he may split in the finals. So somebody's going to go home with some money and there's still going to be a class to actually go out there and do stuff. Look, I met every single rule. I never pushed my car through the lanes. I never had to charge the battery. My current license and registration and tags, like all that, 100% street car, the exhaust rule. I met every single rule on their list. And I even beat the cars that didn't meet every single rule on the list and were still allowed in. But that's cool. I get it. Like, we wouldn't have a race. The class count was low. Car count was low. So I'm not mad about it. I'm just happy to have a place to race, and I'm happy to have a series where I'm actually competitive. It feels pretty cool to know that, like, hey, you can go out there and mix up with these guys. So I'm on cloud 9 right now. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. There's a shootout race coming up on Saturday, and I'm really thinking about throwing my hat in the ring and going out there and seeing if we can't come home with another piece of hardware and a little bit more money. But it's raining its ass off here in Eastern North Carolina, and I got a ton of work behind me on cars that are actually powered by Ford motors. And I also got dinner to make, so that's it. I'm out. Peace!